Hey, welcome back to another segment with the Chiropractic Source. I'm Dr. Marco Ferrucci, and today's topic is the top 3 nutritional supplements that I recommend to all of my patients. It's very common that people are starting to go more towards a natural healthcare. They're looking for nutritional supplements and some food products to help aid in their healthcare. And what I like to recommend to my patients is just a top 3 right now. Because very commonly when you start to give them too many options, they start to become less compliant. So I usually go with the top 3. And my top 3 things are, the first thing that everybody should be on is a multivitamin. Now, when I say a multivitamin, what I like to recommend is a multivitamin that's what's called a food state multivitamin, which means that the actual pill that you're taking is made from food product. It's not made in a factory or produced artificially. And that's the best type because it's the most well absorbed in our body because it's an actual food product. And you can actually take it without food because it is food, where some other vitamins you have to take with food. So that's the first thing, is a food state multivitamin. The second thing that I always recommend is a good omega-3 fish oil. Now, you could take that in a pill form or you could take it in a liquid form. I personally take and recommend to my patients a liquid form because you just take a tablespoon in the morning and that'll be good for the day. Where some other pills you have to take 3 to 4 to 5 pills, in the morning or in the afternoon. So that's, sometimes overwhelming for somebody. So I always recommend more of a liquid omega-3. Now, what's the importance of omega-3? The biggest thing that omega-3 does is it's a natural anti-inflammatory. Most of the diseases we have out there, like heart disease, cancer, autoimmune disorders, are inflammatory disorders. So what omega-3 does is it brings down that risk by bringing down inflammation in the body. We have 2 main fatty acids that our body uses, omega-6 and omega-3. The all-American diet that we're on these days is very, very rich in omega-6. All the processed foods, all of the unnatural things that we're putting in our body are very rich in omega-6. Omega-6 is a very inflammatory fatty acid. And omega-3, on the other hand, is anti-inflammatory. So what we ideally want is we want a good ratio of omega-6 to omega-3, closer to that 2-to-1, 1-to-1 ratio, where the modern diet has gone up to, I've seen as high as 10-to-1 omega-6 to omega-3, or even 20-to-1, which is just outstandingly high. And that really causes a very big inflammatory process in the body and gives you more of a chance to have those type of disorders. So when we start to take omega-3, it starts to bring that balance more towards that 2-to-1 level, 1-to-1 level, and we don't have that inflammatory process happening. So that's number 2, is a good omega-3 fish oil. The third and final thing that I always recommend is what's called a probiotic. Now, a probiotic is the exact opposite of what most people know is antibiotic. Antibiotic is what most doctors give you to help fight and aid against a bacteria that's in your body. The problem is, what an antibiotic does is it takes out all of the bacteria in the gut. And there's actually good bacteria in the gut that helps aid in your immune system. And in fact, 80% of our immune system is in our gut. So when you take out all that good bacteria, you're actually bringing down the function of that immune system, and you have more susceptibility to having some type of sickness or disease. So even though the antibiotic is helping aid in killing that bacteria, it's lowering your immune system in the long run, especially if you've been on a lot of antibiotic throughout your lifetime and never replenishing that with probiotic. So that's the third thing that I always recommend is a good probiotic to help aid in that bacterial putting bacteria back in your gut and increasing that immune system. So once again, the top 3 things are a good food state multivitamin. The second thing is an omega-3 fish oil. And your third and final thing is a probiotic to help aid in that immune system. If you have any questions about these products or anything else, feel free to email me at questions@thechiropracticsource.com, or you could contact me at the office at 973-228-0500. Thank you very much and have a great day.